Hi everyone, Shine Burcha here, and I'm the product specialist for IO-Link and IoT at Pepperl+Fuchs and an AWS Certified Solutions Architect. In the previous few videos, we took a dive into MQTT, Spark-B, and different configuration options for our IO-Link master ICE2 and ICE3's MQTT client. Moreover, we connected our IO-Link master to a Mosquitto MQTT broker, which was non-secure. In this video, I want to show you how to set up an IoT thing, which is a MQTT broker instance for AWS IoT Core, and connect our IO-Link master ICE2 or ICE3 via its built-in MQTT client. To follow this, you will need an AWS account. If you don't have one, you can create it. AWS provides free tier for a year when you join in, and this lets you try several AWS services at no or low charge. A word of discretion here. You need to understand AWS free tier and what and how much it covers to avoid getting an unwanted bill at the end of the month. Let me take you through the necessary steps to get an IoT thing made on AWS and configure our IO-Link master's MQTT client to connect to it via TLS SSL.
So once we have an AWS account, we are going to end up over here on the console page, and over here we have to select from all their services. We are going to select IoT Core. If you don't find it over here, you can always search it or go to Internet of Things and then select IoT Core. Once you have selected that, it's simple. We're going to go to Manage, and under all devices, we are going to select Things. That's our broker instance. We're going to create a thing. By clicking Create Things, we're going to select Create Single Thing. We have to name it. So IC2, let's name it something. Rest of that we don't require. We don't require a shadow. So we're just going to select no shadow. Here I'm going to do an auto generate of a certificate. AWS also provides certificates automatically, and we're going to take advantage of that. Click on Next. Now we require a policy. Either we can select a policy that's already made, or we can create a new policy by clicking on Create Policy. Here you can either use a builder, or what I do usually is I use JSON. So under JSON, we just need to allow IoT Connect, Publish, Subscribe, and IoT Receive. And green grass is optional, but it's good to have that. And we're going to allow all resources just to keep it simple. So once that's done, we just need to click on Create. Oh, we also need to give it a name. So IC2 Video Policy. Once that's done, we're going to click on Create. And here we are going to do is go back, refresh this page, and select our policy, and click on Create Things. Now it's going to show us a window where it's going to give us a bunch of certificates. So we need to download device certificate, private key file, and also it's always good to have a public PEM key, though we don't require in this instance. We don't require these root certificates for our demo right now, so we are good, and we're going to just click on Done. In the next phase, what we are going to do is we're going to go to the web interface of the IO-Link master and go to the configuration page, and under configuration we're going to see MQTT tab. Here we're going to click on Edit for configuration. This time I just want to do simple JSON MQTT. The IP address is going to change because it's AWS, so we need to know the endpoint. And to find the endpoint, we can go to Settings on AWS IoT Core. However, I found that now they have changed it. So the endpoints under connect many devices, domain configuration. So that's where I found it. I'm going to copy it. We can just do by pressing this button. And after which we're going to paste it under the IP address box. The port's going to be 888.3 as it's TLS SIL. And plus we're going to enable it. Now we have to update the respected certificates which we install. So first going to be my PEM certificate. Selecting that. And the second thing is my private key. Make sure the private key is the key which was provided by AWS. That's selected. My client ID is correct. I'm going to just keep that way. You can change it if you want. The base topic path is also, I'm going to keep it machine, but you can change it as you require. I'm going to save it. So in the diagnostics page, we can observe that it's showing that our IO-Link master has connected to the AWS broker successfully, as we have a connected status over here. Plus we can see port 1 and port 3 are transmitting their data. And we can test it on the AWS side too. The good thing is that AWS already provides on a test client, which we can use, which is really convenient. So just go to the AWS IoT cores web page, and on the MQTT test client, you're going to subscribe to a topic. That's the base topic plus port plus one, and get the PDI data out of it. And we can observe once we have done that and I start changing my sensor's distance value, we see it changes, it sends the data very fast to the AWS broker, and we can see that reflected over here in on the client. So with that, we are good.
And that's how you get your IO-Link master ICE2 and ICE3 connected to AWS IoT Core in no time. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.